was enough people who paid me to where I made $7,000 after that video to get in because they wanted to learn how to steal somebody.
In today's video, are scammers becoming so bold that now they're marketing themselves on social media to anybody desperate enough to listen, saying they'll teach them how to become scammers? Well, just when you thought you heard it all, color me shocked when I came across a woman by the name of Cheryl Hodges on TikTok, who says for only $27, she'll teach you how to get unlimited food stamps in her course. This is one of those situations where if something sounds too good to be true, that's probably because it is. And if this course is what people say it is, this isn't entrepreneurship. This is evidence. And if so, TikTok truly caught a federal felony in 4K.
And y'all would literally let somebody lead y'all to hell if you find out the ride was free. I don't care how many followers a person got, how cool they may seem, how much money they got. Ain't nobody finna convince me to do nothing illegal. And then she be sitting there breaking it down to y'all that what she doing ain't illegal, but what you're doing is illegal. And y'all still going through with it, calling people scary. For one, you paying $27, right, to steal somebody's food stamps.
Yeah, $27 to teach you how to scam. And within a few hours, she racked in 7K. That's about 259 people who signed up. Yeah, but one thing you can guarantee when you're dealing with a scammer is they're going to scam you. And so when people got access to this course and I guess finally realized what they were going to have to do to get this unlimited yamps, as she likes to call it, they decided to start outing her for the scam she was really running. But let's go ahead and jump into this first video where you're going to hear her use her amazing marketing skills to advertise her $27 a month food yamps. That's what she calls it. I don't know if that's supposed to be code word to kind of make sure the feds don't catch her if they're watching. But yeah, $27 a month food yamp group. Check it out.
Come through and let y'all know. For those of y'all who trying to get them yamps and you want to get them from a site, y'all better click that $27 link in my bio and get on there and get it. We done dropped about 15 different sites where you can go and get cardings. There's a site in there where you can get them yamps, go get them groceries. Of course, we're still teaching the original OGs about the approvals and moving into apartments, getting cars, the basics and whatever not. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all, the group lit. It's jumping. And I honestly couldn't promote it no harder, but I just feel like it kind of promotes itself. Like everybody getting in, we learning from each other. We learning with the new details put in. But I ain't gonna lie, the best perk about it all is you getting access to them yamps. If you know what the hell I'm talking about when it comes to that situation, and you've been one of the people who have to log into your yamp account to save your yamps from being snatched, then you already know what it's hitting on off real. But anyways, the $27 After Dark class is at the link in my bio. You're gonna have to click on the beacons.sherelle or whatever the case is, whatever that is in my link, because they done updated now. Scroll down, you're gonna see the After Dark class. When you get to the After Dark class, you gotta click purchase. After you purchase, it's gonna be a little thing that says download. Make sure you download, and this little thing is gonna pop up. You need to have Telegram downloaded. If you don't have Telegram downloaded, then you might run into some issues. But download Telegram first, take that link, copy it into Telegram, and you'll be able to join in and off real. Once you learn how to just put the money on there and be able to go and get the yamp information, put that shit into your Walmart, your Whole Foods, your Kroger's, your Albertsons, your Amazon fresh orders, whatever the case is, get your shit and get on about your business. Don't say I ain't never gave y'all nothing, because this motherfucker's out here charging $300-$400 for the information that I put together alongside the help of other people for $27. But anyway, see y'all in the group.
You guys heard it. And as she said, there's others doing the same thing she is. They're just not as bold enough to be on the front lines marketing it all across social media. And that's the part that has many people on social media calling her out, because apparently they're hearing her speak and she believes that because she's only teaching you these methods and she's not actually doing it herself per se, that means she's, innocent in all of this. But we'll continue with this and see how things continue to unfold. But you guys remember from the very beginning, I said the only thing you can guarantee with the scammer is they're going to scam you. And so this next part of the video is her actually jumping on social media, defending herself against the people who signed up and saying, hey, it's not my fault. You're gullible. You're the fool for believing that I was actually going to teach you how to steal food stamps. She actually scammed people, she admits this, into signing up for a fake $27 food stamp course. And so, yeah, things end up spiraling out of control. People end up leaking information from that paywall course. But before we get that far, let's listen to her justify her marketing tactics that got those 259 people I referred to before to sign up for that course.
If y'all mad at me because I finessed y'all out of $27 to get into a group where you learning everything but what the topic of that shit said, that's on me. I'm gonna eat that. Okay, whatever. Y'all the gullible ones, though. Clearly, there was enough people who paid me to where I made $7,000 after that video to get in because they wanted to learn how to steal somebody's shit. Come on. But then you got in and you didn't learn it. But let's really address the fact. Y'all mad at me for saying this. All these people, which is nothing but black people, spent their money to motherfucking get into the group. But y'all don't give a fuck about the motherfuckers out here talking about, oh, we promoting half offs. If you need your rent paid, hit me up. It's half off. Pay me half and I'll pay the full thing. You need a bill paid, it's half. All of this shit is going on daily, but y'all get mad at me because I decide to use a bait and switch method to get y'all to give me some money.
Talk about bold. Bold enough to jump on social media and market a $27 unlimited food stamp course, and then also bold enough to jump right back on that very same internet and say, hey, I lied. The old bait and switch. But no. This is just her trying to cover her tracks. Now, everybody's not foolish enough to fall for this, but she doesn't need everybody to be a fool. Because clearly there are people who are dumb enough to think that for $27, this random woman on the internet is going to teach you how to get access to unlimited food stamps. The one thing that she is correct on is those people were definitely gullible if they actually believe that. And that's the one thing that criminals look to take advantage of. People being naive to actual reality and ignoring clear red flags, like the fact that this lady has a criminal past and she's been caught and arrested for crimes. Listen, I refuse to believe that these people didn't know that it was going to be something a little bit, sleazy going on here. They just didn't think it was going to be that downright sleazy as far as what they were going to have to do when it comes to committing crimes. And that's where the frustration came in for people who signed up for this course.
Nobody can get in trouble for learning how to do some shit. The trouble comes when the crime is committed. They can't charge me with a crime for teaching you how to do half-offs, for showing you how to cash out your firm. They can't. I can't get charged with that. I'm not committing a crime. All I'm doing is further passing on information.
Hey, that's her story and she's sticking to it. She's just passing along information. She's no criminal. She did admit to the old bait and switch technique, but let bygones be bygones. But you know something? Let's just see for ourselves what she was offering behind that paywall course.
If you ever woke up and you checked your food stamp card and it was gone, somebody probably got it off this website. I've been a victim of it several times. I've actually went on there and bought it 1,000,000 times. Okay? To getting the food stamp card information. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. For those of y'all who've been in my chat saying you tired of struggling to feed your kids, they give food stamp card numbers. You get the food stamp card numbers. I tell you, look for somebody's number that is going to hit that same night, that same midnight. So today is the 5th. You're gonna look for somebody whose shit gonna hit midnight 01 on the 6th. You're going to prep for that. You're going to fill up your cart. You'll be able to see the balance that they get. It's going to give you the PIN, all of that. Everything you need is basically on this website as long as you load it through Bitcoin. And I will put that in the chat. You don't have to worry about it. You get it. You fill up your cart at 12:01. All you need to be doing is pressing submit.
All right, there you guys have it. This came from someone who joined the $27 group and recorded and then decided to post this information, I guess, once they realized exactly what it was all about. And you guys heard her from the very beginning. She said she was actually on the side of being the victim of having her food stamps taken. But now, she understands the game. And so she's taking and sharing with others access to a website that gives them people's EBT information, stolen information that they can then access. But there's actually more to this story that someone who joined her group decided to share. And I guess, it's infectious. She's sharing, and so they want to share too, where she goes into a little bit more detail about CPNs, credit privacy numbers. Now, while a legal CPN might be issued by the Social Security Administration under very rare and very specific circumstances, a CPN vendor targets individuals with poor credit by falsely claiming that a CPN offers a new credit identity. And this is a way a scammer can develop a new identity, use it up however they like, exhaust all the resources out of it, and then move on to the next one when they're ready. And listen, I'm only the product of the Paterson, New Jersey public school system and a graduate of East Stroudsburg University of Pennsylvania. But I don't think some random woman on the internet selling a $27 food yamps course where she admits that she also pulled the old bait and switch on you is going to have legit access to actual real CPN numbers that you only get from the Social Security Administration. But when she goes on to talk about these things, understand that she's talking about how she took something from someone and now using it for herself.
I'm trying to read this, but it keeps slowing down. Score, it's not like super perfect. It's like a 712. Like my actual credit score is a 712. My CPN credit score is an 806. I use my CPN because I can basically do anything that I want to do. Evade taxes, run money through accounts, get loan, whatever the case is. I can do all of that and not have to worry about none of that stuff coming back on my social. What you say? Do you have to pay back the money? According to the FBI website, yes.
And so people are exposing and leaking this information that they're getting in this group because they're not down with what she's sharing with the group. And they're not trying to get caught up on any type of Fed charges. But that doesn't stop Cheryl. No. Matter of fact, she doubles down in her belief and her idea that, well, I'm just sharing information. And since I'm doing it this way, because I'm a criminal mastermind, I know all the loopholes and tricks, I'm safe. I'm protected.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to say this as well. A lot of y'all seem to have the word conspiracy mixed up with actually committing a crime. If no crime has been committed, how can one be charged with conspiracy? You get what I'm saying? Follow me. Let me give you an example. I teach you how to scam, correct? You never go and scam. They can't charge me with intent to conspire because if there's nothing to conspire with, then where does that charge won't hold up in court. Now let's just say I teach you how to scam, you go scam, you get caught, and then you turn around and you say, well, Sherelle, the one who taught me how to do it, like she was hosting a whole class and everything. Now they can come and charge me with conspiracy to commit this crime because I taught you how to do it. Now think about this. Who in their right motherfucking mind gonna go commit a crime and then go and tell you that they committed a crime? That person would have to be caught. But that's the purpose of being taught by motherfuckers who has done it before. And no, we're not talking about food stamps because y'all love to just go right back to that bullshit. I'm talking about everything but that, okay? If you are learning something illegal, which is not a crime to learn it, correct? It only comes into play when you actually commit the crime. Nobody in their right mind is going to go outside of the guidelines that they're taught in order to get caught. But if we're being honest, most people learn how to do illegal shit and never go and do it. Therefore, there has been no crime and no conspiracy to attach to the crime. For the better part of everything that I'm saying, a lot of people are just paying me for knowledge. Nobody can confirm nor deny that somebody is actually applying this knowledge, but the people who may actually be doing the shit, right? I'm just the messenger. I could teach you too, I promise.
Man, scammers are getting so bold that they're just telling you on TikTok for views that they're scamming people. Right? That's crazy as hell.
She got to be the boldest criminal I've ever seen. Yes, I am talking about Sherelle Hodge. If you don't know anything about the Battle of the Scammers, click that comment.
The Battle of the Scammers.
Because, baby, it's happening. Now, the thing I don't like about this whole situation is the fact that she is so bold about it. Like, it's not just that you are teaching people how to scam with CPNs. It's not just that you are stealing the food stamps, which is horrible. It's the fact that you're so bold about it. Like, she's posting videos of how she's spending this money at Liquorland, Walmart. She's making videos like POV, the feds are coming, dancing. Like, you really out here vigilante, Robin Hood, criminal, scammer, and you cool with it.
People like Sherelle will always be able to make money as long as folks want instant gratification. If you don't know who Sherelle Hodges is a content creator, business owner, scammer. I don't know. All I do know is I just watched the video with my own 2 eyes of her admitting that, yes, I host classes and I create groups and charge people to be in the group to teach them how to scam. How do you know the scam works, Sherelle, unless you actually applied the knowledge that you're teaching the people? When she said that nothing that she is doing is illegal because until you apply what I teach you, the crime has not been committed. How do you know this works, baby, unless you actually apply the knowledge?
I mean, that's a fair question. How do you know if it actually works unless you actually tried it to see if it actually works? Good thing for us, she answered that part too.
How do you know the scam works, Sherelle, unless you actually applied the knowledge that you're teaching the people?
Because I don't teach nothing that I don't do my mother self. Hello. Hi. You thought I wasn't going to see it.
So did she just admit she know the scams work because she's already practiced them herself? Allegedly. Because she was sharing some things. It was just a whole lot of illegal things you're going to have to do in order to be able to get it. Then admits that, hey, I know this works because I practice it myself.
Hey, Aisha, just want to let you know that you got approved for your apartment, girl. They called and validated your employment. I went ahead and validated your employment. Y'all, if y'all trying to get...
Oh, man, this is absolutely insane. I can only imagine right now, somewhere in an office, somewhere in the United States, there's someone in an office on a computer keeping very detailed notes of everything that they're watching, just gathering information, keeping dates and logs day by day, counting down the days.
Y'all at CPM, if y'all need an apartment, y'all trying to get some furniture. When I say furniture, I'm talking like earrings, rent-a-center, MDG, things like that. Hit me up. I think I'm going to extend this $250 CPN special, and I know a lot of y'all been like, can you help me, because I don't understand.
Now, I don't understand why she's so bold about what she's doing and putting everything out on Front Street. Because when I tried to Google and just learn, is this okay in any circumstance? I couldn't find it. And I'm not saying Google has all the answers, but when you look up something and you can't find one source to validate that say, yeah, this is actually okay, there may be a problem. It says no government source issue CPNs. Using a CPN is a crime. CPNs are often stolen Social Security numbers. The government actively prosecutes CPN fraud. A CPN scam won't fix your credit. That was just the top searches. And so they may not get you today. She may not get got tomorrow. But one day people are going to be asking, wonder what happened to that Cheryl Hodges woman who was over here doing all of these courses, teaching people how to get into apartments and get furniture and stuff using stolen Social Security numbers. Whatever happened to her? Maybe she's the feds. Maybe she's actually building cases on everyone who signs up, and they're going to be the ones who end up facing the consequences. At least that's one theory some people on social media believe.
Sherelle Hodges is the police. I swear, I had this thought like a few days ago, and then I seen the girl Table for Two cast. She said the same thing, and I'm just like, yeah, I felt that.
Listen to me, and listen to me good. Sherelle Hodge is the police. And if she ain't the police, she working with them crackers. And if she ain't working with them crackers coming. Teach y'all something. Let me get y'all to understand something. Y'all ever seen on the news, right? A wife has sent a hitman to knock off her husband, right? So the wife meets up with the hitman. She pays the hitman. The hitman accepts the money, right? They agree to get her husband knocked off. The hitman say, yeah, I'm gonna do the job. Now, although her husband wasn't knocked off, she's still picked up and placed in jail. Why? Because she conspired to commit the crime. Now, let's just say Sherelle didn't sell the food stamps, how to steal the food stamps in the course, so she saved for the $27. But she has got on the internet countless of times saying, I teach people how to do fraud. Now, she is saying, Just because I teach you how to do the fraud, or I teach the person, if the person don't go commit the crime, I can't be charged with conspiracy, which is a lie. Let me tell you something. Conspiracy is the act of agreeing to commit the crime. Meaning, if I'm online boasting and bragging about selling you something with the intent of teaching you how to commit a crime, and you purchase that back from me, that is conspiring. We have come to a mutual agreement, whether the crime happened or not. So saying I didn't commit the crime, I'm just teaching you how to commit the crime, it's not a shield when the teaching was intended to promote illegal activity, which leads me to believe that that is Special Agent Hodge. I'm from Dade County, baby. I done seen everything but the wind. I swear to God. That's some police shit right there. To get on the internet and keep promoting it, that's screen feds.
Oh, wow. Listen, could that be the case? I mean, she does have a criminal record. So was it some type of you scratch my back, federal government, we scratch yours? And that type of deal, you know, get out of jail early type card? Or maybe, hey, the whole criminal record is concocted just to take down as many people as possible. That's a possibility too. Or maybe she's just a criminal who doing criminal things, think they're going to get away with their crimes, all until the day when them boys come knocking and they got them cuffs customized just for you. Let me know what you guys think. Questions, comments, those and your feedback. I appreciate when you guys chime in. Don't forget, you enjoy any part of the content, smash the like button for more, subscribe to the channel. And as always, until next time.